Alright, so Black Clover Chapter 225, The Heart Kingdom. This chapter definitely did not go the way I expected it to. It escalated very quickly. Honestly, I was thinking that maybe we would have 2 or 3 more chapters of nothing but dialogue, which I don't mind it, but we finally got some action, and Asta in the game hasn't been in the Heart Kingdom for more than 5 minutes. And a fight is already about to pop off. And I find it funny because last chapter, in chapter 224, Asta found out how strong the queen is in the Heart Kingdom. He was like, well, we're not going there to pick a fight. And they're going to fight, but it's the other way around. She's the one picking the fight. So to all the people that were waiting for some type of action to happen in Black Clover, we finally got it. For me, the payoff was amazing. You know, all the build-up, all the dialogue and information that we got that brought us here, it was definitely worth it. This chapter was solid. It wasn't the greatest chapter, it wasn't the best chapter, but it was solid. So yeah, let's talk about it. But as always, before we do that, guys, if you're enjoying the Black Clover reviews and the content on this channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more content, hit the notification bell, join the Discord, the link will be in the description. So yeah, let's dive in and talk about this chapter, Black Clover Chapter 225, The Heart Kingdom. This chapter picks up where we see Asta and the gang entering the Heart Kingdom, and then suddenly we see another figure appears on the ship with them. He introduces himself saying, "Welcome to the Heart Kingdom, I am Gaja of the Spirit Guard, and I will be your guide." That dialogue right there is a dead giveaway that he guards the water spirit, because last chapter we seen at the end that it was a huge giant figure that was full of water behind the queen of the Heart Kingdom, and everyone was thinking about, what if this the water spirit? And I think that a lot of us knew that this had to be the water spirit. So him saying that he is Gaja, the guard of the spirit, then he has to be crazy powerful, because you cannot have some average Joe guarding the water spirit. He's definitely a character we have to look out for the rest of the series, because I think that we will see more of him. We can tell that he will have a key role in this arc. He also mentions that he remembers Mimosa because she went there to the Heart Kingdom before with her brother, and he mentions that Mimosa left quite the impression with the others in the kingdom, and it makes sense because this kingdom does seem nature-based. A lot of people have nature elements, so it makes sense why a lot of people will be impressed with her magic. He also shows great hospitality. He gives them a crimson orange juice, and he says that the more magic you put into it, the better it would taste. And we get this hilarious moment between Noelle and Asta, where Noelle is looking at Asta, he's crying holding the crimson orange juice because he has no magic, so it's gonna taste nasty and bitter. And Noelle, she's drinking it saying, oh my gosh, this drink is nasty, even though it tastes good because she's adding magic to it. And Asta's like, can you please add magic into my crimson orange juice? And she eventually does, but I just think that's hilarious because Noelle needs to stop being mean to Asta. Like, you like the guy, just chill out sometimes. I think that eventually when they start dating, because we already know it's going to happen the way the story is set up, I think Noelle is still going to act like that towards Asta, and Asta is just going to have to always make the first move. But I do like the chemistry between the two. We then see a panel where Finral is talking about, how can we get through this waterfall? There's no way we can get through, it's a dead end. How do you expect us to go upward? And Gaja talks about that the queen would do the honor to transport us. And then you see the water become stairs. And Asta is so amazed and shocked, he's like, wow, is this just one person's magic? And Gaja says yes, the fog barrier and the water stairs are all a part of the queen's mana zone that conceals the whole country. That is really, really powerful. You know, that is the craziest feat I think we ever heard or seen in Black Clover. Someone controlling their whole magic, their mana zone in a whole country. You know, now that translation in last chapter makes sense when Mimosa said that it is heard that the Witch Queen's power is on par with the combined power of our magic knights. I mean, this lady is a walking country level character. You know, the only character we know that did some country level feats in Black Clover so far was Julius, when he used his time magic to reverse time in the whole entire country. That is crazy. But one thing we know for sure is that Licht and Lumiere are stronger than Julius, and this lady could be stronger than Julius. You know, I don't want to say too much yet, but that's a strong possibility. Her mana zone conceals a whole country, and this could be daily. So how much mana does this lady has? But these are the stepping stones for Asta. If you want to become the Wizard King, you have to be stronger than everyone in the kingdom, and also you have to be strong enough or stronger than the people that you're competing with that's in other kingdoms, like the Queen in the Heart Kingdom. We already know that someone in the Spade Kingdom, the king or queen there, is going to be ridiculously powerful in the Diamond Kingdom. So There are some huge stepping stones, and I really like this because it's not an easy path. Gaia further talks about that the Heart Kingdom was created 1,200 years ago. For generations, the queen has formed a pact to act as a priestess of the water spirit and uses her water magic to protect the kingdom. She borrows the power of the water and trees to repel unwanted invaders. And with the Mana's rich environment, a magic civilization was able to flourish because of her. So in a nutshell, all the defense bases and everything that is controlled, it is controlled by the queen and the pact that she made with the water spirit. And if the queen is 1,200 years old, then it makes sense why she knows everything about the country, because it was only 500 years ago where the elves and the demons, that whole situation went down with Lake de Lumiere. So she knows too much. But this is amazing because that means that she knows a lot of information that no one knows about. She probably knows about wars that happened before that's not even in their history books. So I'm really excited of what story she's going to tell Asta in the game, because we already know it's going to happen. But then Gaia tells Asta and the others that from now onward, we don't know what's going to happen. And then we see Asta is being transported away in a water bubble, magic that's from the queen being taken away from everyone else. And everyone is freaking out like, what's going on? Why is Asta being taken away? And Mimosa tells Gaia what is the meaning of this. And he says that there are certain things we must do for the sake of peace. And then we see Mimosa, Noelle, and Finral, they jump out of the ship and use reinforcement magic to chase after Asta. And Finral, he gives them a little boost using his spatial magic to give them more distance. And within a split second, Gaia already caught up to Finral, and he says that what intriguing magic you have there. And everyone noticing that Gaia is floating without using any magic. In Black Clover, we always see that anytime someone is floating or flying, they are using magic. So this guy is the first time we ever seen someone float without using magic. And that says a lot why he is the guard of the water spirit. This guy is insanely powerful. And immediately Noelle gets serious. We see her Valkyrie transformation, getting ready to fight Gaia. And Finral says that, cool, that is our cute Noelle. And he messes up already. He's thinking to himself that, no, my eyes and my heart is only for Miss Finesse, only Miss Finesse. And this is why Finral is not ready to be in a relationship. He flirts too much. He has to put the thought life behind him. You have to. And Gaia gets serious. He says, okay, that is some splendid magic that she has. And he says that her magic is first rated and is rare. But he says it's time to get serious. And we see that there are weird symbols floating all around him. And Noelle is like, what is that? And that is the last time we've seen Gaia in this chapter. We don't know what magic or what kind of thing that could be. We then see a panel where Asta is still being transported away in that water bubble, and he falls into some pit, and then he lands down, and we see a giant figure that is shaped as a knight covered in water using a sword. And the queen says that, I beg your pardon for the coarse jester, but for the sake of my country, I have been waiting for your demon. And that is how the chapter ends. We still don't see the queen because she's still in a silhouette in the background. So this is just a part of her spells that Asta is going to be fighting. And this chapter also confirms that Asta has his demon duelist sword back, because we've seen that Licht took the sword away, and that's when he went to the afterlife. And Asta did not use that sword for the longest time. But now that he's using it again, that kind of confirms that Asta's swords are like his spells. You cannot take a spell away. It's already embedded into his grimoire. So now that he has these swords, anytime someone just takes the swords away, he will still have the sword. Now, like I said, this chapter was solid. I would definitely give it a 7 out of 10, but I'm really interested in the dialogue. The quote that she said that, for the sake of my country, I have been waiting for your demon. Now, this makes me put 2 and 2 together. Now that the queen, we know that she established this country 1,200 years ago, she knows a lot of things, and she also has to know about the demons, and we know that Magecula, whatever his name may be, that he has some kind of connection in this country. Especially that Mimosa, she mentioned that in last chapter that is rumors about demons being heard within the kingdom. So this lady is very powerful, and she definitely controls all the mana, and well, not all the mana, but she definitely has a control of this country. How did she not figure out the demon's location within this country? Because there is a curse there, unless she is cursed. And maybe she needs Asta's anti-demon to... Yeah, I'm gonna say that for another video. You guys just seen the theory just manifest within this video. So yeah, this is where we're gonna end it. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to see more content. Don't forget to join the Discord, it's in the link in the description. My Twitter is also in the description, so follow me on there. I got you guys in the next one. You guys have an awesome life. You guys take care.